Commander Tatsunosuke Ariizumi was a pretty tough character. He came from a naval family, attended the Japanese Naval Academy at Ariizumi, served as a sub-officer on the front lines, and then served a couple of years on the Naval General Staff. He attended the Naval War College before that, so this was a guy who was really on the fast track. After a couple of years in Tokyo on the Naval General Staff, he was assigned to Sub-Ron 8 in Penang. And then eventually he was named the squadron commander for the submarine squadron number 1, which was the Sen-toku Squadron, which included the E-400 subs. And I think Ariizumi was just about as hardcore a militarist as you could come across in the Imperial Japanese Navy, which tended to be perhaps less strict and less fanatical than the Japanese Army was. But Ariizumi, without a doubt, was really hardcore. When he was a sub-commander for the E-8 boat submarine in the Indian Ocean, he was the one who carried out the Sixth Fleet policy of rounding up any survivors of the freighters that he torpedoed, bringing them up on deck, and then massacring them. And that's because he really felt that it was important to follow orders. And there was logic, I learned through the research, there was logic to many of the decisions he made, which have been dismissed, or tended to be dismissed as just that of a fanatic. There were some interesting things I saw about Ariizumi, or people who served with him said that he actually explained what his actions were in a few cases. So he ended up being a more well-rounded, three-dimensional character than I expected him to be. He's definitely the villain. But he's a three-dimensional villain, and he's committed, he's dedicated, he's definitely courageous, believes strongly in what he believes in. But he was not well liked by his crew. There were members of the officers in the crew who respected him and were part of his faction, but his nickname among the crew on the E-401 was Gangster because of the ruthlessness with which they considered he prosecuted the war. I considered that a pretty strong testament to his character.